So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some space here. David Johnson on his way. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 83 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point try now for Dawson. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
72.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On play action, it's Bortles. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Lucy.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Down right around the 25. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Gun! Detroit!
On second down, here's Rosen. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch it now, Barney! Leopard!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Final play of the half here, it's Rosen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. We have hit half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Spread left.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
7-7.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Bortles to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Rosen off the play action. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gone! Here we go now. Detroit! Hot! Leopard! Hot!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That's taken on the 25. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On play action, now Bortles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. J.J. Nelson now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hot.
On second down, Rosen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, Rosen. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, let's go trick front.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kimdichie busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Bortles. Flushed it. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Rosen rolling to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Bortles going to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Robert Kimdichie able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try it with a fullback. They'll handle it. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 72 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Third and long here for Rosen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun, gun!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On third down, Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 6. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin with a run by Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Again, it's Fournette. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 5 seconds, 4 seconds.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.